Just to prove that there are Russians involved in this, we've got a Russian guy here. He can give his name if he wants, but we're going to speak to him. Obviously, we've got to speak to him through an interpreter because he speaks a little English, which is very charming. He's got a nice accent, but it's not enough to survive in Jersey. So, your name is, if you want to give it?
My name is Andrei.
Andrei.
I'm Voka.
And as we've explained that you were recruited basically through an agency in Russia. Translator. Nice and loud.
Вы нашли эту работу через recruitment agency, через агентство в России.
Okay, you agree?
Да, совершенно верно.
So when you arrived in Jersey, you knew nothing about Jersey. You knew nothing.
No, nothing.
Yes. Andrei confirmed he knew nothing.
You
about
nothing?
Jersey.
Okay, you got to bear in mind this camera won't pick up the sound. You have to speak loud. It doesn't understand. It doesn't speak Russian, this camera. You understand? The funny thing about Russians, forgive me for saying so, they do talk quietly. I don't know why it is.
It's me.
It's you, but generally. Anyway, so you arrived, you did your quarantine, you were given your contract in English.
Вы приехали сюда, вы отсидели карантин, и вам дали контракт.
Did anybody with the employer say, we will translate this for you? Did they ever say, we'll explain it to you? Did they do that?
No translate, only English contract.
English contract.
Yes.
So did you ever understand what was going on? Did you ever understand?
В какой-то момент вы понимали, что вы подписываете, что вам, какие условия?
They said,
Нет, не понимал ничего,
No.
потому что все было на английском языке.
they said, this is your job. You have to pick potatoes. What did you have? What was the job? What was it actually doing?
Что входило в ваши рабочие обязанности?
В обязанности ходила
Собирать картошку?
ну, там как бы кого куда поставили, то есть разная работа получилась.
Always with potatoes? Always potatoes?
Ну, все было связано
Сбор
с
картошки, да, сбор
Ну, все
картошки.
связано с картошкой.
What was it?
Да.
There were various
Right.
jobs, but they all relate to potato.
It's mostly potatoes. And is that work finished now for the moment until the winter? Is that finished?
То есть эта работа закончилась до зимы.
Да, yes. Работа закончилась до зимы.
If there was more work, would you do it? Are you available? You want to work? Do you want to stay until October and work? Can you work? Can you stay?
Хотели бы вы продолжать работать, если бы была такая работа? И можете ли вы?
Да, конечно же хотел.
Right.
You
You want to
would
work.
like to-
Отправили.
You can't even work, as I understand it. If you go back to United Kingdom, when you go back to Russia, you go via London. If you get off the plane at London, you can't get a job even in England. You've got a 9 months permit, but you can't work there, can you? You can't work in England.
Это правильно, что вы даже сейчас, хотя у вас есть разрешение на работу, но это только разрешение на работу на Джерси, и вы не можете работать в
Да,
Англии.
правильно, я могу только работать здесь.
But you would. If there was work in England, would you work there? If they said, oh, you can't work in Jersey, you can work here on a farm, would you do that?
Если бы вы могли работать в Англии сейчас,
Yeah,
вы бы хотели?
Yes, of course.
of course. So the tragedy of all this, you go back to Russia. What will you do in Russia? What will you do there?
Когда вы вернетесь в Россию, что вы будете делать дальше?
Find job.
Will you find one? Will there be work? Will you get work?
И это возможно? Это
Find new job.
Yeah. Is it difficult? Is work difficult in Russia?
Это трудно найти работу в России.
In Russia, not difficult to find job, but very little money.
Right. So you actually would earn more in Jersey. You would earn more money. You would take more money in Jersey.
То есть если вы работаете на Джерси, вы все равно получаете больше денег.
Yes.
Even paying for the aeroplane here and there and
Даже включая затраты на
the
на
visas
билеты.
and all that.
Yes.
Okay, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, well, I think that's enough. I mean, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's not for me to apologise. I think the situation is dreadful.
Нам трудно извиниться за такую ситуацию. То есть ситуация непростая.
If you do come back, we will find you somebody to play chess with, because you are a good chess player.
Если вы вернетесь, мы найдем кем
Okay,
поиграть.
okay. No problems, no problems. If you help us find new job, it's no problem.
И будем играть в шахматы.
Thanks so much indeed.
Thank you.